There are several states that deer hunters know grow big deer. Kansas, Iowa, Indiana, Ohio, all those are great states. But one in particular stands out, that's Illinois, and especially Pike County.
And with so many outfitters in Pike County, Illinois, it's hard to know who you can trust. I'm heading up to hunt with somebody who knows big deer. Chris Bishop, Buckchasers.
I'm Chris Bishop, and I'm the owner of Buckchasers here in Pike County, Illinois. We actually have land in Brown County and Pike County. We operate on 6,800 acres total. It's been managed for several years. Even before I was able to take over the property, I've managed this property as property manager for 5 years now. So it's always been for the past 15 years with 4.5-year-old or 140 or better buck management plan in place. So for 20 years now, these bucks have not been permitted to be taken unless they're a 4.5-year-old deer. This has enabled us to have numerous big bucks all over the property. This week alone, our hunters have seen 13 different deer, I believe, that were pushing the 170 range, all over 150. This enables us to put every hunter all year long has a great opportunity to kill a big buck. Our opportunity rate this year is already at about an 85% opportunity. Success rate is not as good because that's controlled by the hunter. We can't shoot the deer for them, but we always give that hunter the opportunity to be able to get on a good buck.
Kevin's hunting early November in Illinois, which is usually the prime time for the rut. He's going to spend a lot of time in the stand because sitting all day ensures you a daylight to dark chance at a buck of a lifetime.
We're in Pike County, Illinois, hunting Buckchasers. The wind this morning is brutal. It's only about 40 degrees, but I think the wind's blowing about 40 miles an hour. But this is prime time. Still fighting that cold, but hopefully I won't drown. Sitting up here sniffling. Ready to sling an arrow at a big old Illinois buck. Buck to do the same thing.
One of the key core things that I think makes Buckchasers as an outfitter stand out different than other outfitters is our continuous property. For the 7,000 acres that we have, it's not split up into 100 different areas. It is actually 5,500 acres of the 7,000 acres is continuous, which means you can actually walk for 7 miles or more and never be off of Buckchaser property. This is incredible. Most outfitters are not able to say that. 7,000 acres, and most of it is a continuous, one big, huge block of woods. So we're able to go for miles and miles and never be on any other's property but our own.
Backwoods Life is brought to you by these quality companies: Antler King, bigger bucks, healthier deer; Muzzy Broadheads, bad to the bone; Hawk Sport Optics, bringing new focus to your world; Quality Archery Designs, focus on the shot, we'll take care of the rest; Ozonics, scent control that works; HuntForce.com, find your game; Ghost Blind, total concealment in any environment; Lethal Human Scent Elimination, be certain, be lethal; Hunter Safety System, dedicated to saving hunters' lives; Bill Jordan's Realtree, family, friends, and the outdoors. Game Plan Gear, advanced hunting systems, Black Eagle arrows, superior carbon technology. Knockout lighted knocks, finally a frustration-free lighted knock. Mammoth Coolers, the best cooler since the Ice Age. By Spot Hogg, See Easy reflective outdoor products, Steady Stock, and by these great companies.
Another Ozonics aha moment.
My Ozonics aha moment was fall of 2012. The Trapline 9-buck is straight downwind. He tests the wind, but walks straight through. This never happens. Now, fast forward 1 year. It's the same buck. He's much bigger, and he's coming my way. But these does are in my thermals. Thanks to Ozonics, they never smell me. They exit, and I arrow him at just 5 yards.
Tell us your aha moment at ozonicshunting.com.
This segment of Backwoods Life is brought to you by Cranky Hunting Gear. It's time to climb.
Well, I came up on a hunt 8 years ago. A friend said, man, we're always going up there, we're hunting. I said, yeah, I'd love to go, give it a chance. Came up there, and my first trip here, 3 days of hunting, I saw 86 deer and 35 different bucks. I just fell in love with the property. The property up here in Illinois, it just has everything a big buck hunter could want. You've got your soybeans, your cornfields. As far as your eye can see, you've got food sources for these big bucks to grow. Well, immediately upon seeing all that, I thought, man, what kind of dream it would be to come up here and live in a place where every day I get to go out and see booner bucks just walking the property. Well, that got me hooked, started hunting, met up with a few people, other outfitters, started working for them as a guide, realized that it was definitely a passion of mine. Now, I love to hunt, but when I see another hunter that's never killed a big deer, kill one of a buck of a lifetime, there's no better achievement in my eyes than to see that. That's why I got into it, was to give those hunters the opportunity of a lifetime that they deserve, not just to collect a dollar bill.
The next morning, some storms rolled in, so Kevin's going to sit out a few hours. Now the rain stopped, and he's headed back out.
As soon as we started out across this picked cornfield to get to our stand for the rest of the day, we spotted a buck. And while we were looking at him, trying to decide how big he was, he bedded down. He's in a perfect spot though. We should be able to get close, get a better look at him, and hopefully make something happen.
As soon as that buck stood up, he got out of there. Kevin didn't have time for a shot. But at Buckchasers, they've got a 140 minimum. He wasn't sure if that would quite make the mark, but it was a nice buck either way.
Stalking situation like this, you've got a lot to think about. You got to worry about the wind. Is it blowing hard enough to mask our sound? Is it blowing away from the deer so he's not going to smell us? How big's the deer? They've got a 140 minimum here at Buckchasers. We've got to make sure he's big enough. What I didn't have to worry about was my arrow rest. Quality Archery Designs Ultra Rest. As soon as I locked it in the up position, I could forget about it because it's ready to rock from that point forward. You know, may have to worry about where I'm going to aim, have to worry about whether or not the deer's big enough, maybe even if I have a clear shot. But what I don't have to worry about is if my arrow rest is going to let me down or not. Quality Archery Designs, love their products, check them out.
Just got settled in for the afternoon. It was raining all morning today, so we sat it out and worked on editing some video in the lodge. But it's already been an exciting afternoon. They call this area right here Rub Zone, is the name of the stand up here at Buckchasers, because there's a ton of rubs all on trees through here. So hopefully the big boy's gonna come through here between now and dark. We're ready to let the air out of something. This new Muzzy trocar right here is hungry. It's ready to ventilate. We'll see.
Now, if you wonder how far bucks will cruise just in an afternoon like this during the rut, this buck was very distinctive. One, because he had a big rack, and two, he had a big gash on his back from some sort of an injury. Over a course of 2.5 miles across the property, 5 different hunters encamped that afternoon saw the same buck cruising looking for does. If you don't think a buck covers some dirt in the rut, you better think again.
The backwoods life, in other people's opinion, might be, oh yeah, you hunt a little bit of this year, you got it made, and then you get to go back to the city. I don't go back to the city. My life is in the woods. I live in the woods. I breathe in the woods. So yes, 100%, I definitely live the backwoods life.
Backwoods Life is also brought to you by Campbell Cameras. Order your camera today and start enjoying the sport of filming hunts. Buck Bomb blows away traditional scents and attractants. Mojo Motion Decoys, join the revolution. Halo Rangefinders, never compromise, never miss. The new BC Nano cameras by Wild Game Innovations. Take command of your season. The new BC Hex Deer Feeder sets up in approximately 5 minutes by Wild Game Innovations.
There's no compromising performance when it comes to choosing optics.
They have to be durable and dependable, clear and bright. There are no second takes when the time comes to take the shot.
You need a brand you can trust that performs every time, no matter the conditions. That's why when we choose optics, we choose Hawk Sport Optics.
Hawk Sport Optics.
Bringing new focus to your world.
This is your chance at a buck of a lifetime. Buck Ventures and Hunt Force is giving away an all-expenses paid hunt at one of our premier ranches in northwest Oklahoma. Hunt Force is a need-to-have tool that will help forecast stand productivity and will help put you in the hot seat every time you hit the woods. When you sign up for a paid subscription with Hunt Force, you are entered to win the shot of a lifetime and come hunting with us, the Buck Ventures and Hunt Force crew. The bucks are already showing up on our cameras and are already showing their patterns. Go to huntforce.com and hopefully we will see you in November.
I was in Saskatchewan, Canada, bear hunting on the ground with nothing but my bow.
We booked it down and watched him come on the gravel bar from 100 yards.
Full draw and let that Muzzy Trocar go to work.
That was my
And that was my moment.
The King of Deer Nutrition and the King of Deer Management have teamed up to offer 3 new products from Antler King to attract, grow, and hold deer on your property. The Kiskies are happy with the results. We know you will be too.
This segment of Backwoods Life is brought to you by Shiver Carts, your authorized easy-go and bad boy dealer in Tifton and Valdosta, Georgia.
When you do decide to make hunting a career, which I have done, it does affect other areas of your life. One of the biggest things is I don't get to hunt now like I used to. I mean, my job is to put other people on deer. Do I get in the woods? Yeah, I do, but maybe 5-6 times out of the entire year. So other people that say, oh man, it's a dream job, it is a dream job, and 100% I agree, but it's also a job that you have to give up a dream to fulfill another dream. But in my eyes, my job is a vacation. I mean, if I was to take a vacation, it would be to go to the woods somewhere. Well, that's what I do every day. So once you have that passion for it, even though it does affect your free time and your hunting time, I'm in the woods. I mean, I'm an outdoorsman and I live for it.
It's the same buck we stalked up on yesterday. We came in here, textbook. Couldn't have asked for better. That's a good sign though. Big bucks in the shooting range.
That's the same buck I stalked up on the day before. I know some of y'all at home are wondering why in the world you didn't shoot that deer. To be honest, the Florida boy in me saying the same thing. But one, I'm not convinced he'd make the 140 minimum, and 2, I think he's a 3.5-year-old deer. Chris is trying to shoot 4.5 plus, and you can't shoot a 170 or a 180 or even bigger if you've already tagged a 140. You're allowed 1 buck, and I decided not to shoot this one. That's a perfect example of why we use lethal and ozonics. We've had deer travel in every direction around our tree. They've got to walk across your trail sometime. That's where lethal comes in, because by spraying it on our clothes and on our pants, we're not leaving any human scent on the bushes. Plus, it's knocking out almost all of our scent leaving the tree. Then the ozonics comes in. With a curtain of ozone, it's making sure that none of our scent blows downwind. All week long, deer completely all the way around us, even downwind, and we never got busted a single time.
So when you're here, it's not like you're staying in a little shack. We've got big screen TVs in every single level. So we've got them in the kitchen, we've got them in the garage area, we've got them upstairs, we've got them downstairs. So anywhere you want to go for your own privacy, you've still got your own privacy and all the accommodations that come with it. So the lodge is absolutely gorgeous, keeps getting better. We've added a scent-free shed for the hunting clothes to stay in. That way the cooking smells are not on it. We have an in-house kitchen, an in-house cook that stays with us all the time. So all your meals are not catered, they're freshly cooked, ready to serve hot and warm every night when you come in. We have a cleaning, a processing shed that we hang our deer in. It's kept away from the lodge, so none of the varmints or anything that may come to those carcasses, it doesn't affect anything around the lodge itself. Our lodge is hands down, a 5-star type place. So I think that makes us stand out quite a bit as well.
We've been farming all of our lives.
We work hard so we can enjoy hunting.
With Antler King products, we know our whitetails are getting the vitamins and minerals they need to remain healthy and grow bigger antlers.
It's clear we've made the right choice.
Antler King, bigger bucks, healthier deer.
The world of trail cameras will never be the same. The sound by Wild Game Innovations.
It's the cold, hard truth. Hunters are fueled by their passion for chasing big game. For us, the passion is to innovate tree stands into the most advanced on the market. The new Platinum Collection from Big Game Tree Stands.
If it were not for my guides, there's no way I would be able to maintain this place at all. They take off of their personal family time, off of their work, their normal job, just to come up here for 3 or 4 months to help me run Buckchasers. They do everything from the caping out of the deer, the skinning of the deer, the processing of the deer, running out hanging stands at midnight if we have to, just to fulfill our hunters' dreams, to make it just a little easier to get on that big buck. The guides help clean up the lodge. They're always 100% working nonstop every time they're here. So our whole goal is me and my guides working together, working our tails off, just to ensure mature deer grow on this property. And without them, I wouldn't be here with Buckchasers at all.
think I might could have slipped a shot right through the back here. But it was just, had too many times broke off.
Well, that's how it goes sometimes. The little guys come in right for a shot. The big boys stay out of range. I promise you though, we'll be back in Pike County, Illinois. Kevin had a great time bow hunting with Buckchasers. Sure, one of those spots you want to put on the calendar.
You definitely can't say it was a bad week. We saw a ton of deer, including some giant bucks. Chris Bishop's running an awesome place there in Pike County, Illinois at Buckchasers, living the backwoods life, and you better believe I'll be back.
Backwoods Life is brought to you by these quality companies: Antler King, bigger bucks, healthier deer, Muzzy Broadheads, Bad to the Bone, Hawk Sport Optics, bringing new focus to your world. Quality archery designs. Focus on the shot. We'll take care of the rest. Ozonics, scent control that works. Huntforce.com. Find your game. Ghost Blind, total concealment in any environment. Lethal human scent elimination. Be certain, be lethal. Hunter Safety System, dedicated to saving hunters' lives. Bill Jordan's Realtree, family, friends, and the outdoors. Game Plan Gear, advanced hunting systems, Black Eagle arrows, superior carbon technology. Knockout lighted knocks, finally a frustration-free lighted knock. Mammoth Coolers, the best cooler since the Ice Age. By Spot Hogg, See Easy Reflective Outdoor Products, Steady Stock, and by these great companies.
Welcome to the Backwoods. You got the guts. Let's go for the glory.
Load up the truck. Living the backwoods life. Living the backwoods life.